Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video update for Bitcoin, we are trading at $19,498. 24-hour volume, we're down 9.62%, and market cap, we're up 1.81%. All right, so wheels are still in motion here for our weekly chart of our top head and shoulders pattern. You guys, we are still dancing around our support area of the 18,592. This is going to be very precautionary in the weeks to come because we see the crossover from our white to our red or pink line here for our RSI. And as we are progressing in the week, we are going to watch this very, very carefully because there are hopes in cases that we have seen where we simply cross over in the bullish rally side. Instead of coming down even more, we see another crossover initiating a buy order. But if we do see something different compared to our last video here, we do see strength here for our MACD indicator. We see that the bar itself is gradually getting bigger in the size, so momentum, it's strong. However, the volume is coming down, so we want to be looking for shorter trades in a shorter time interval because the volume is not matching the price increase itself. As we can see, the candlestick formation, as we are going into the days of this week here, the body itself is getting gradually bigger. You'll notice that we are still below 50% of the candlestick. And if we do want any optimistic minds here of having a nice reversal pattern from this downtrend on week September 19th, we ultimately need to close a lot bigger compared to the body of the previous candlestick here. Now, going into our daily chart, we saw again a beautiful, beautiful breakout in an uptrend from our symmetric triangle that we did discuss yesterday. As the price is coming up, we can see more pressure on the bullish side as the body, the previous candlestick, was more than 50% above the candlestick range itself. So we can see again, huge candlestick wick at the very top and all the way at the very bottom here. Now, as the price is progressing, we can see that the range is getting smaller. So the wick at the very bottom is getting smaller. So we are seeing some hints that the bulls are retracing and the sell-off is going to start soon. As we can see confirmation at our RSI at 90%, it is considered to be oversold here, anything over 80% intervals of our RSI. Now notice again the pinch here that's occurring at the RSI area. We're only going to anticipate in the next couple of days. We do see that crossover and initiate. The price is going to come down as we are considered oversold. And when we see that crossover, it's going to initiate a selling opportunity here. So going into our 2 hours, now this is a little bit more extreme here because we saw consolidation, breakout in the uptrend, huge factors as volume pumped up all the way at 20,300. Now if we take a look, price came back to the same range area where we saw consolidation, basically price moving sideways from resistance down to an area of support, and we had to adjust our area of support because of this candle here on September 25th. Now again, we can see price came back to resistance, came down to that area of support once again. What occurred here at the resistance area, as you guys know I love, is our MACD indicator. So again, when price came down, we saw a crossover, essentially letting us know we were considered to be oversold and a buying opportunity presented itself. Not only that, an area of interest was at the outskirts of our support zone here, okay? As we saw that crossover of our RSI indicator, price continued to raise up. Now, if you were watching at this area of our resistance, if the MACD indicator at the very bottom here increased in the red bars and the darker colors and increased in the size of these bars, we were most likely going to get rejected down. Simply again, right here on September 25th, the candle tried to come up to an area of resistance. As the bars got more intense, more bigger and dark red, we got rejected down. As it flipped over, it was showing us the momentum itself was hinting that it was going to soon be ending of this bear trend at an area of interest, which is this resistance line, flipped from the red into the green. Same kind of concept here, you guys. As we see the green indicator showing us we're getting lighter in the color and we're getting smaller in the bars. Ultimately, as these two lines come in together, we are going to break an area of support support if that is where the price is going to be when we do flip from the green to the red. So let's take a look here, because what we see in our last fib, we saw that price broke out roughly around the area of resistance at 9220. As price came up, you'll notice the RSI came up as well and considered to be oversold. Where did the price retrace down to? 61% of our fib. So you can see 61% of our fib, we had these two candlesticks coming around here and also around our 20 moving average, which is this orange line here. That's treated as a resistance and a support area. Now notice the RSI is coming down. The RSI is at 33%. There is still more room for the price to continue to come down because there is selling pressure of our candlesticks. Notice the body of the candlestick was at the very bottom here in advance. So price was coming up. We saw a crossover. We have this huge engulfing candlestick, and the body itself was mainly at the very bottom. Take a look at the wick that we have at the previous candle. Little to no wick at all. So we know the selling pressure is on. As price is coming down, we're going to take a look at an area of support here, and all we can see is a few candlesticks retracing down to this area of 19.2 or possibly down here at 19.208. So again, as price is coming down, let's take a look at our new fib chart as we want to adjust these fibs accordingly to the price action that we have. So here we have a price of interest is at the 61% as these two fibs cross over at 1929 or possibly at the 1900 here, where price is going to come down depending again the switch over of our MACD indicator at an area of interest, which is going to be our 61% of our fib at 19.3. If it changes from the green over to the red, price again may drop down to here, our next area. And if you notice, it's the same area that we saw price consolidate sideways. So it's going to be the same factor of coming up, retesting resistance, or coming down and testing support. So that's my update here for Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, smash that like button for me. Also subscribe, but I'll see you next time.